So today we are going to speak on healthy lifestyle choices. Under that, also we'll be speaking on balanced diet, adequate sleep, and limit stimulants. So let's see the first point, that is, what is a healthy lifestyle? It is generally characterized as a balanced life in which one makes wise choices. What are some of the healthy lifestyle choices? A healthy lifestyle encompasses behaviors that promote well being, reduce disease prevalence, and increase life expectancy. Healthy behaviors are purposeful choices made that promote good health. They may include stress management, exercise, adequate abstaining from smoking, and taking non essential drugs, and moderating the intake of alcohol. A healthy life looks different for everyone. So I would like to quote two of these authors here who speak about healthy lifestyle. So the Thomas Merton says, happiness is not a matter of intensity, but of balance, order, rhythm, and harmony. Another quote which Virgil says is that the greatest health is wealth. So we are here to discover more on some of the practical aspects, how to maintain this healthy lifestyle. It is not just a balanced diet that's enough, but also healthy practices of eating. Some of them which you can follow are like here, point number 1, eat in smaller portion. You can do this by eating in small bowls to trick your brain into thinking it to be a larger portion. Second point, take time to eat. Not rushing your meals in between other work, but taking the time to nourish your meals. You can send those signals to your brain that you have had enough food necessary for functioning. The third point is cut down on snacks. It is a little difficult for us, but still there are so many unhealthy snacks outside. So it is very tempting sometimes, but if we want to have a healthy lifestyle, we need to cut down on these snacks. So unhealthy snacks are a strict no, as they hamper your hunger. Switching to healthy bite-sized food can help. The last point is curb emotional eating. Binge eating can be extremely harmful. Using it to relieve yourself from stress, sadness, or anxiety may affect your health. You can use healthier alternatives to beat negative emotions. So here we can see some of the ways of being healthy. We will take point by point. So the first one is measure and watch your weight. Keeping track of your body weight on a daily or weekly basis will help you see what you are losing or what you are gaining. The second point here is eat healthy food in order to have a healthy lifestyle. So unhealthy food, as we said earlier in the point, that we need to avoid. Do not forget to eat breakfast and choose a nutritious meal with more protein and fiber and less fat, sugar, and calories. Have vitamin in your foods. To make sure you have sufficient levels of nutrients, taking a daily multivitamin supplement is a good idea, especially when you do not have a variety of vegetables and fruits at home. Many micronutrients are vital to your immune system, including vitamin A, B6, B12, C, D, and E, as well as zinc, iron, copper, selenium, and magnesium. However, there's currently no available evidence that adding any supplements or miracle mineral supplements to your diet will help protect you from any of the viruses or increase recovery. In some cases, high doses of vitamins can be bad for your health. So this is to remember when we take some multivitamin supplements. Drink water and stay hydrated. So water is very important to our body. Drink water regularly and stay hydrated. Stay healthy. But there is no evidence here too that drinking water frequently, that is, some people drink every 15 minutes, can help prevent any viral infection. Next point is exercise regularly and be physically active. At this time, at-home workouts may be a good idea, but you can also walk your dog or run outside. Be sure you know what's going on in your area, and if there are any restrictions or mandatory self-quarantines, especially during our COVID time, we had these restrictions. So there may be other type of restrictions. So keeping in mind these restrictions, we try whichever place possible, exercise regularly. So the next point is reduce sitting and screen time. Exercise can't immunize you from your sedentary time. Even people who exercise regularly could be at increased risk for diabetes and heart disease and stroke if they spend lots of time sitting behind computers. Practically speaking, you could consider taking breaks from sedentary time, such as walking around the office or walking around your classroom or on the corridors a couple of times in a day. Get enough good sleep. There is a very strong connection between sleep quality and quantity and your immune system. You can keep your immune system functioning properly by getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep each night. Find ways to manage your emotions. It is common for people to have feelings of fear, anxiety, sadness, uncertainty during pandemic or any difficult situation. But we need to learn how to cope up with these emotions in order to have a healthy lifestyle. We have at present, because of our technology, we have many apps where we can track all our movements. So use an app to keep track of your movement, sleep, or heart rate. So there are some reminders too in those apps. So people with serious chronic medical conditions, including extreme obesity, diabetes, and heart disease, are at a higher risk of experiencing complications and getting very sick from the COVID-19 infection. And now after the COVID, we have got those COVID boost injections, and many people after this COVID are getting those side effects of those injections. They should talk to their medical providers and listen to their advice. We shall go to our next point is regarding balanced diet. So in the balanced diet, as you can see here, there are a variety of food which has all types of nutrients, vitamins, minerals. So we will be speaking on all those aspects one by one. So first and foremost, a balanced diet contains an adequate amount of all nutrients required by the body to grow, remain healthy, and be disease-free. In addition, a healthy, balanced diet provides necessary energy requirement, protects against vitamin, minerals, and other nutritional deficiencies, and builds up immunity. Now, if I can ask you some questions, how many types of nutrients are there in our food? You may be aware there are more than 40 different kinds of nutrients, and they can generally be classified into the following major 7 groups. So first and foremost is we shall take this carbohydrates. Let's take the carbohydrates. Why are they essential to our body? All these 7 major nutrients which we have in our foods, why they are very important or essential to our body? Each of the 7 major groups of nutrients performs different and unique functions in our body, which are all essential in our balanced diet because they work together and contribute to our good health. The main functions of these nutrients can be summarized as, for example, now about the carbohydrates are a major source of energy which gives energy to our body, and they come mainly from grains such as rice, noodles, besides other foods such as fruit, root vegetables, dry beans, etc. So sources of healthy carbs are whole grain like oats, quinoa, whole wheat, dalia, legumes, millets like ragi, bajra, barley, vegetables, dairy products also contain carbohydrates. So as you have seen, there are different sources of this carbohydrates. And now we go to the next nutrient, which is very important to our body, is proteins. From where we can get the proteins? From which are the foods we can get? As there's the slide shows there, meat, fish, seafood, eggs, dairy products, dry beans, and bean products are good sources of proteins. Its major function include building, repairing, and maintaining healthy body tissues. Protein helps you build muscles and develop skin and hair. It should constitute 10 to 12% of your diet. Now, what are the sources of protein are legumes and beans, soya bean, poultry, like chicken, turkey. Also, proteins are there in seafood, like fish, crab, prawns, lobster, eggs, lean meat, lamb, beef, pork, nuts, and seeds. Some also in yogurt. So these are some of the sources of protein. Next, we will see about the fats. Fats can be found in foods such as meat, dairy products, nuts, and edible oils. Fats serve as a kind of energy source. They prevent heat loss, cold weather, and protect, just excuse me. So continuing with our point, there was a little breeze and so I had to close the window. It was a little distracting as well as disturbing. So kindly excuse me for that. So continuing with the topic. So these fats are responsible for making up part of our body cells and transporting fat-soluble vitamins such as vitamin A, D, E, and K. It is a misconception that fats are bad for your health. You might have heard this. It would be best if you choose healthy fats, as fats help you maintain your body temperature. So, what are the sources of fats? In this slide, you can see there are many sources of healthy fats. That is, you might have eaten this fruit called avocados. They are greenish type of fruit. and very much, it has a very good nutrient. So also there are nuts, seeds, extra virgin olive oil, fatty fish. They are like salmon, sardines, mackerels. All these fishes contain a high amount of fat. So consuming these fats, good fat, will help our body to have a healthy, a very good health. So next in our point is the vitamins. As you can see, all these alphabet letters, there are many vitamins, but some of them we are very familiar, like vitamin C, vitamin E, vitamin D, all those. Okay, there are many kinds of vitamins from various food groups, and they participate in different body metabolism, such as maintaining healthy skin and hair, building bones and releasing and utilizing energy from food. Vitamins can be classified into water soluble and fat soluble vitamins. What are the sources of vitamins? They are fruits, vegetables, poultry, seeds, and nuts. So you have come to know now a little bit about vitamin. Next in our point is minerals. They are also very important to our body. Minerals help release energy from the food you take and promote the growth of organs. Some essential minerals are iron, calcium, potassium, iodine, and sodium. So minerals are a group of essential nutrients which regulate body functions such as fluid balance, muscle contraction, and transmission of nerve impulses. Some minerals are structural component of the body, such as calcium in bones and teeth. As you can see how important minerals contribute to our body's growth and regulate our body functions. So what are some of the sources of minerals? From where are they coming from? If you eat fish, meat, beans, cereals, and nuts and seeds, there are lots of minerals in this. So we need to have, in order to have a balanced diet, we need to include all these things which I had mentioned just now: fruits, vegetables, poultry, meat, and all those, so that we have a very good balanced diet. Next, now point, this is water. Everyone knows the importance of water. Water is the most abundant substance in human body, and is also an essential nutrient to maintain our health. The major function of water include regulation of body temperature, production of body fluids, transportation of nutrients, and removal of waste products. Each nutrient performs different functions in our body. They all work together and contribute to our good health by having a balanced diet. So water should take at least, we should take water at least 8 glasses of water, as it hydrates our body and it is used in the body functions. So I have skipped one of the point here. I would just like to go back to this slide here. What are some benefits of healthy eating? I think this is very important. After we spoke about various types of minerals, fat, vitamins, and various things which we need in our foods. And in order to have a healthy diet, we need all those things. But healthy diet helps also to boost immunity, reduces risk of developing type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular diseases, and some cancers. Maintains a healthy weight and helps recover quickly from diseases and trauma. So there are many benefits of having a healthy diet or a balanced diet. So I have here mentioned about 6. So we'll just go through it one by one. First and foremost, a balanced diet meets the nutritional demands of the body. Secondly, keeps up the energy levels and maintain body functions. Third, boosts the immune system. Fourth, prevent lifestyle diseases. Fifth, strengthens bones, muscles, skin, teeth, and eyes. Sixth, helps support healthy pregnancies. So as you can see how important it is to have a healthy diet. If, let's say, if we do not have a healthy diet, what will happen to our body? What will happen to our future, our health, our profession? So these are the questions need to be asked so that we treat our body with good food, that too with a balanced diet. So now we will take up the second point, that is adequate sleep. Here we can speak about one quote which is by Robert A. Heinlein, says happiness consists of getting enough sleep, just that, nothing more. So there are people who gives so much of importance for the sleep because they know what it gives. Actually, the persons who have a good sleep, they are really very happy people because they are free of diseases, they are free of worries, because during their sleep, everything, whatever has happened during the day comes to an end, and they can experience that coolness, that calmness, that healing. What is most important is during our sleep, that healing takes place, not only of our body, even of some of the strong emotions. So let's go to some of these benefits of a good sleep. As you can see, there are many benefits for if we have a good adequate sleep. People may ask, how much sleep do I need? Most adults need 7 or more hours of good quality sleep on a regular schedule each night. Getting enough sleep isn't about total hours of sleep. It's also important to get good quality sleep on a regular schedule so you feel rested when you wake up. Sleep is important for maintaining optimal health and well-being, like exercise and a balanced diet. Getting enough sleep may help prevent a range of health issues, including heart diseases and depression. So now let's see one by one the different benefits of getting a good restful sleep. So a good sleep can improve our memory and performance. So researchers have already done many of these studies regarding during the sleep, how does our memory and performance improves. So what they say, researchers noted that sleep has links to several brain functions, including memory, that is sleep disruptions may affect memory processing and formation. Performance, if you want to speak about performance, people's performance at work, school, and other settings is affected by sleep disruption. This includes focus, emotional reactivity, decision-making, risk-taking behavior, and judgment. Also, cognition, it affects our thoughts. If we have lack of sleep, it affects our thoughts. Also, it affects our hormones. Sleep disruptions may affect our thoughts, and through the thoughts, our feelings, our actions. So it is our body, our thoughts, our sleep, everything is interconnected. So it is very important that we have a good sleep in order to improve our memory and performance. The second point is it lowers weight gain risk. The link between weight gain and obesity and short sleep patterns is unclear, but still, there have been several studies throughout the years that have linked obesity and poor sleep patterns. So the next point is better calorie regulations. So a person who sleeps well, who has adequate sleep, even the calories what he intakes it will be regulated. Similarly, to gaining weight, there is evidence to suggest that getting a good night's sleep can help a person's body take in fewer calories. If a person is very emotional, very anxious, and maybe as a consequence of that, try to eat unhealthy foods, whatever comes on the plate or whatever is there. So then the calorie intake will be more. And when the calorie intake is more, then it disturbs, interrupts our sleep. Then you are not able to sleep properly in the night with a heavy stomach, which is not food doesn't get digested if we don't eat regularly on a periodical basis. The fourth point is adequate sleep helps greater athletic performance. So adults need 7 to 9 hours of sleep at night, but recent studies have suggested that athletes need more than that. So sleep is important for athletes and people participating in sports because the body heals during sleep. Other benefits include better endurance, more energy, better accuracy and reaction time, faster speed, better mental functioning. So the next point is adequate sleep lower risk of heart disease. So one risk factor of heart disease is high blood pressure. According to the for Disease Control and Prevention, which is called CDC, trusted source, getting adequate rest each night allows the body's blood pressure to regulate itself. Getting a good night's sleep can also reduce the chances of sleep-related conditions such as apnea and promote better overall heart health. Our sixth point is more emotional and social intelligence. Sleep has links to people's emotional and social intelligence. Someone who does not get adequate sleep is more likely to have issues with recognizing other people's emotions and expressions. So it is very important that we have adequate sleep. For example, a 2022 study looked into the relationship between sleep quality and duration and emotional intelligence and found out that how important the proper and good quality sleep each one needs. The next point is it prevents depression. Very interesting. The association between sleep and mental health has been the subject of research for a long time. A 2016 meta-analysis trusted source concluded that insomnia is significantly associated with an increased risk of depression. So there are many other studies which are done regarding adequate sleep and those who do not get sleep, what are the consequences of that? Sleep disturbance may also impair emotional regulation and stability, as well as altering neural processes, which may all lead to symptoms of depression. It lowers inflammation. There is a link between getting adequate sleep and reducing inflammation in the body. For example, a study in 2019 found a significant positive association between greater sleep inconsistency and higher levels of inflammation, particularly in women. The study suggested that inconsistent sleep, where a person goes to bed at inconsistent times, wakes up at different times each night, can disturb the body's process of regulating inflammation during sleep. So this is very important. So if we have any types of inflammation in the body, so only during our sleep, our body has that, as we said earlier, it heals. So the next point is stronger immune system. Adequate sleep helps to repair, regenerate, and recover. The immune system is no exception to this relationship. Some research suggests that deep sleep is necessary, trusted source for the body to repair itself to strengthen the immune system. However, scientists still need to further research into the exact mechanism of sleep in regards to its impact on the body's immune system. So, we have covered these few points which we need for the benefits of adequate good sleep.